12:23 here on this hot stretch of weather continuing across the valley. I know you're sitting there, thinking, maybe you're sitting there looking through magazines thinking, who's hot? Well, maybe you're looking over at your spouse, ladies, you're looking over next to them like, you're not hot anymore. But apparently we have good news. Apparently, based on the weather, everyone's hot lately. The hottest months ever in Brownsville. We look at some of the recent months. This month so far could be the hottest on record out of any month in most of the valley, especially in Brownsville, just ahead of 2018's August and July of 2018. Look at the numbers there. We take the average temperature, in other words, if you take the high and low each day and average it out for the entire month. So far, we're up to 89.0 degrees this month, which would by far be the hottest on record out of any month. And then this is just ahead of last August at 87.8 and slightly ahead of July of 2018 in Brownsville at 87.5. So if you're sitting there wondering who's hot, well, apparently we're all nice and hot these days. But maybe a couple showers to cool us off a little bit this afternoon. Not big chances for rain, maybe a quick shower here and there. Otherwise, still staying fairly hot, above normal temperatures. We could still see 100-degree temperatures in some areas, mainly in the upper valley today. But if we do dry out a little more by Sunday and Monday or early next week, we still could have some of those 100-degree temperatures trying to come back to a few more locations. Right now, it's in the 90s. We're at 94 in McAllen, 96 in Rio Grande City, 92 in Port Isabel. No heat advisories today. The humidity kind of, it's just turned down just enough, I think, to keep us below the advisory criteria. But still feels like 98 to 104 with the heat index right now across the area. And it might even feel a little hotter than some days because there's barely any wind. If you look at the wind speeds, we're racking up a whole 0 miles per hour in Weslaco and 10 and Harlingen and Raymondville, 14 along the coast. But a lot of wind speeds there under 10 miles per hour. Just not much of a valley breeze this afternoon. And First 105 Doppler Network is dry across the valley, but probably a couple small showers could try to form in parts of Cameron and Wilsey counties, maybe Kennedy County. But I wouldn't expect as much today. It doesn't look like a whole lot going on. Most of the moisture is offshore. Future track does show partly to mostly sunny skies today. It tries to show a couple showers still developing later this afternoon. Again, across kind of the lower half of the valley, east of US 281 and I-69C. And then by around 6 or 7 o'clock this evening, it's all gone, setting up for a clear to partly cloudy night. Tomorrow, kind of the same setup. Small rain chances, but most of the day kind of looking partly to mostly sunny. You see Future Track by noon still has nothing, but tries to show a quick little blip there of a shower in the afternoon. But again, probably not going to be much to get excited about. Some of the models kind of tilt maybe a little more in favor of Saturday, of getting the moisture increased a bit more to maybe see a couple more showers in spots. So instead of 10 or 20% chance for rain, maybe 30 or 40% on the high end of wishful thinking on Saturday. So we'll wait and see. Maybe Saturday could bring a few more showers or a weak thunderstorm. But I think by Sunday, this model run's going to end in the morning, but Sunday is still probably dropping back down again a bit. Satellite radar shows, again, nothing in the valley, hardly any clouds out there, a few puffy clouds here and there, but we go out, and there's some pretty good moisture in the western Gulf. And you look at this and thinking, wow, wouldn't that be nice just to push that a little closer? I mean, if this was like click and drag weather, we could just be like, drag it over. But no, it probably is going to get forced mostly to the north. There's kind of the north end of a tropical wave, and there's kind of a little weak upper level disturbance in here. I think that's mostly going to pull this moisture, I think, farther north and not too far to the west. So our rain chances still not able to really get too crazy. Gulf of Mexico otherwise quiet for any tropical disturbances. There is a little weak disturbance still trying to form here near the Bahamas. Hurricane Center still gives it a 20% chance of development over the next 5 days, but this should stay most likely east of us in the Atlantic. The rest of the Atlantic still has some dust in it too, which the tropical Atlantic has hardly anything going on. Still, this sad, depressed looking thing here is Chantal. It's barely holding on as a tropical depression in the North Atlantic. Not expected to impact anyone and could fall apart completely here in the next couple of days before it really has a chance to regenerate. So today, hot, humid, highs near 98 degrees on average, but McAllen off to the west could be near 100 degrees and a small chance of a shower, mostly in Wilsey and Cameron counties. And then down to 78 tonight. Partly cloudy skies, maybe a few clouds later tonight. And your First 105 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Near 100 tomorrow. I think rain chances are still kind of low. Saturday, again, if some of that moisture in the Gulf kind of brushes us a bit, we may pump up rain chances a little bit more. Highs near 99 and maybe a 30 to 40% chance for rain. If that passes us by, Sunday and Monday could be right back to around 100 degrees in many areas, and that may continue into next week as our hot August weather continues with above normal temperatures. And by early next week, still very low rain chances at best. We'll keep tracking any changes if they come this way in your first 1-5 forecast here. Michael?